kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU and Zach Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Up to the 20.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They go play action with Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. On 1st down, Wilson. Complete. Smith has it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9. Purdy. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Purdy now to throw off the play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Purdy on 4th down. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And some space here. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Jacobs, 32 yards. And the Oilers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 66. Bullet hard. Set hot.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 75 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing here, Purdy. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. Shoves him aside. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 2nd and 1, Purdy. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback in the backfield. So they're losing 5 yards on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Counter play with Jacobs. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Purdy. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Jacobs. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Jacobs again. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Jacobs. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Oilers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Garibay on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it. You go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 83 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, Purdy. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on second down. Purdy, Olave over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now a first carry for their fullback. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Jacobs. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
One more time with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Jacobs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are going to take the lead. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Wilson on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. 52. And the Texans. Quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Houston's offense taking over again. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 108 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Purdy. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. Purdy's throw caught by Olave. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, it's Purdy. That's complete to Robinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First down now, but that clock rolling. Play action. Now Purdy. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 2nd and goal. Purdy looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some great games still to come. And I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as they'll take on the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And lastly, Monday Night Football has a good one lined up.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in this. Now a hit and a loose football. So a team. There, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Purdy. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Second down, they go again with Henry. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Terry. His 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Houston set to take over. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out. Try to reestablish some momentum here, Charles, but they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 22, Purdy. The pass caught by Olave. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Purdy. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Richie Grant in on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Purdy on 4th down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. 20. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. No problem there on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if he... Back now here on EA Sports, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs, and he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And they'll begin by running the option. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Set, go.
Inside handoff, Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Set, play.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy. Across the middle, he finds Robinson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. There's Purdy on 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense... tonight was